YouTube, welcome back to another Romz video, and today we're going to the Romz talks we're doing this time. As you guys can see in the title, it's okay to be misunderstood. You know what, actually, even better, it's actually a good thing to be misunderstood. It's actually probably the best thing you could do if you do want to be successful, to become misunderstood. And I will get into that in a minute. You guys might be looking, thinking, yo, why are you not sitting down in your bed? Why are you not sitting down in a chair or doing anything like that? Because you know what, I might as well just walk around for a little bit in my room, just talking a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully my arm can actually last for like at least a good 5 to 10 minutes, just me yapping on. But anyway, that's really pretty much what it is really. But yeah, before we get to the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff as well. As I said, any other videos you want me to do, drop me down in the comments below, DM me personally in the description. And in the meantime, as I said, road to 200 subs, consistent Romz in the building. We're consistent, guys. We're always consistent with the videos, we're always consistent with the reactions and the Romz talks. And let's get straight into it, man. So it's completely okay to be misunderstood. And actually, like, a lot of people might be looking at my videos just in general, and you know, they might not kind of like be compatible with me because maybe I have a different type of mindset, or some of you guys might be watching this. You know, I mean, shout out to you guys if you are watching this, but some of you guys might be watching this thinking, yeah, you know what, this guy's really mature for his age, or this guy's kind of like, you know, have a similar mindset, like, and it's very difficult to find it's very difficult to find someone with a good mindset. Let's be honest, it's very, very difficult to find someone. Like, look at your friendship group, or look if you're in uni, for example, because most of you guys are watching this are similar to my age or a little bit older, or in work somewhere. Look at people at work, look at the people in the gym, look at the people in uni, or look at the people you go out with. Do they really have that mindset that they want to win? They might tell you that, but actions speak louder than words, guys. And I always preach on my channel, actions speak louder than words, but they don't actually put the action in the end of the day. Like, a lot of people could talk the talk. A lot of people could talk the talk and do this shit, but at the end of the day, it depends on what action that happens and shit like that anyway. But going back to what I'm saying is that it's completely okay to be misunderstood, because, you know, I think if you are just everyone understands what you do, then would you be unique? And there's a question to you guys. It's not a rhetorical question, it's an actual question I'm actually going to ask you guys. If you were understood, you know, most people understand you, you know, most people like football that you like are compatible with you, would you guys be unique, or would it be boring? Or not boring, but would you kind of be like, meh, nothing special? Which one would you pick? Obviously, you're going to be, you know, meh and stuff like that. But on the other hand, if you're misunderstood, then you're more than likely more unique than the first example I gave. And I'll tell you why. Because when you're misunderstood, the good thing about being misunderstood is that a lot of people are curious. A lot of people love what you're doing and shit like that. A lot of people are you know, curious to see what type of person that you are. A lot of people, as I said, they're eager. A lot of people would rather, you know, be invested in someone else's life. And I mentioned this in my other Romz talks. I mentioned about stop investing in other people's lives. So it kind of contradicts this, but like, just in general, this is how it is. Majority of people are investing in other people's lives. So you know, gets the curiosity going and stuff like that. So might as well take it to your advantage, because like me telling me, stop investing in people's life, nothing's going to change, let's be honest. But I'm going to say it anyway, because I can maybe make one person's different mindset a bit different, or two people, wherever the amount is, and stuff like that as well. So going back to what I'm saying is that when people invest in other people's life, there's two ways you could do it. Because yeah, cool, you know, you're probably going to get more benefit than if you are understood, because people are going to actually fuck with you, because people are going to actually, you get more views, you get more likes, you're going to have more comments, you're going to be more in the algorithm. There's loads of multitude of reasons, right? But the price of that is you're going to get a lot more hates. You are going to get a lot more hate, because people misunderstand you, because people are too comfortable. People are too uncomfortable in their own skin. People are too comfortable with the people they hang around with, because they're basically the same. They're not really misunderstood. They're not really someone that they're unique. They're just kind of the boring old Joes that, you know, oh yeah, it's Friday, let's go to a pub. Let's go get some pints going, you know what I'm saying, man? Get a Stella. You know what? Let's get a Corona. You know what? Let's get a Guinness on me. You know what I'm saying? We have some shots together and shit like that. They do that every single week, and it's rinse and repeat, 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 rinse and repeat. You get the picture. So, are they really unique, or they're just basically the same? And this is what I kind of been deep in a lot, and as well. And I had a mindset change as well, like a little shift, because before, I'd say I don't remember when I had this proper mindset shift, to be fair. If I had to give a rough estimate, it's like 2022, 2023, I started to really take myself seriously. Actually, when I started to kind of like have the idea of doing it was in 2020. Since the lockdown hit, that's when I was like, okay, I need to take myself seriously. But I started to actually put my actions in because I was been procrastinating a lot. I've kind of like was too scared. I was kind of like, you know, I didn't want to kind of not breach, but I didn't want to like, you know, stand out. I kind of wanted to fit in with the crowd and shit like that. But when I got older, I started to realize that, yo, like, if you want to be successful and you got to achieve your dreams, you got to be misunderstood. You got to do something that's out of the ordinary. And I'll give you an example of what I've done. As I said, I don't go to uni. That's the biggest example. That's probably the thing I'm kind of proud of myself as well so far, is that I'm not going to uni. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some people might know, some people might not know this, some people might not know this, but I'm not going to uni in the day. And I'm 20 years old. You know, I could have gone 2 years ago when I was 18, but I'm deciding not to go because I have a mindset and I have a plan on what I want to do to make sure that I can reach the top and reach my potential. And I'm tunnel visioned, you know what I'm saying, like Kodak Black. I'm tunnel visioned in this in this thing as well. And also as well, I have a goal that might not align with parents, my parents and stuff like that, because I have African parents. And you know how African parents are like, if you guys are Asian, or you guys are basically, even white parents as well, they're probably the same thing as well. But you guys probably have parents that are kind of too stuck in the traditional role, like, oh, go to uni, get a job, be married, have kids, and then die. Like all this bullshit, outdated cycle that most people fall for the trap for. And I took the risk and making sure that, you know what, instead of me going to uni and doing that against £1,000 of debt, I want to do something that I love. I mean, not something I love, but I want to do something I want to get towards that I love, you know what I'm saying? Because I work a job, I'm doing this, and I actually do love it. I'm passionate about this because I want to help people actually get to their potential. Not even like fully get to there, but at least have the idea like of getting there, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was misunderstood. Most people told me I'm crazy. Some people, like, my mum was not having it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was not having it at all. Like, she was like, oh, no, you have to go, da-da-da. And I used a tactic. I lied, saying that, yo, I got a gap year, like, go to the gap year. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do, da-da-da. I do manipulation tactics. But in general, like, at the end of the day, I was like, I ain't doing this shit. Like, I was in college. I did not want to fucking listen. I was doing game design for 2 years. It was fucking weird. It was good because I was scamming the lessons. I did that once or twice a week and it was chill. But at the end of the day, it was shit. I didn't like doing it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing about being misunderstood is so fucking good, because if it fucking pays off, and I know this shit's going to pay off because I know this, I'm going to be successful on this YouTube. I know you guys are watching this. I know you guys love my content, and I know you guys fuck with me as well. And I'll fuck with you guys as well that are watching this, who even gets this far. I really do appreciate you guys and helping me get to this thing. I want to help you guys too. I know this shit's going to work in a day. And I got misunderstood. Like, if I was too scared to be misunderstood, I would have probably been in uni. I would have probably smoked weed, I would have done some bad habits, I would have gone in debt, I would have done something I hated, I would have seen other people try win, and then I'm not doing anything because I'm lazy. And it's just a multitude of reasons. I probably wouldn't have had the mindset today, and I wouldn't even be in my room right now walking around like a weirdo. Someone, literally my windows open as well. Like, someone can see me just walking around with a camera. Do I give a shit? No, I don't give a shit at all. So as I said, like, the power of being misunderstood is the most underrated power that I think a lot of people sleep on. And if you actually have that mindset and you actually start clocking on like, yo, if I want to be extraordinary, if I want to get to that 5%, 1%, you got to be misunderstood. Do you think the 98% people understand what the 1% is? No. I'm gonna say it again, because you need to deep this shit as well. Do you think the 98% of people that are trying to get to 1%, do you think they understand what they do? Maybe a few percentage do, but the majority of people don't. And this is the thing. This is the reason why majority of people won't make it, unfortunately. The majority of people are not going to make it because they don't understand the formula and they don't understand what it takes to do it. Or if they do understand it, they're not going to put the action into actually doing it. Because people think, oh, if I just understand it, that's it. I think most people probably understand what to do to get rich. Probably most people have good ideas and shit like that. But a good idea is a shit idea if you don't put your effort into it. Because everyone can produce good ideas. Like, I literally just thought this in my head when I was in the shower, right? And I thought, you know what? Let me just make a video about being misunderstood. Because I was deep about what other content I want to make and shit like that. Because that's just who I am. People might call me lunatic. I said, going back to my title, some people might be misunderstood, but that's just how it is. This is just how I operate and shit like that in a day. So, as I said, it's okay to be misunderstood, because I think if you're being misunderstood, it's actually a good thing. It's generally a good thing. And obviously there is exceptions, like being misunderstood in terms of doing bad habits is two different things. That's a different thing. If you're doing something that's just stupid, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Be understood in terms of that bit, but misunderstood in terms of doing something that's good for you. You know, some people might say because the gym is being weird, because maybe in the background where people don't go to the gym, or making videos like this, holding a camera is weird because, you know, people don't like doing it, or people want to do it, they're just jealous of you and they just kind of want to shame other people. But there's different types of reasons really as well, and I'm promising you guys, if you actually have that mindset, like you just don't really give a shit what people think, and it's okay for me to be misunderstood, you're going to elevate. You are absolutely going to elevate. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys actually took some insight, took some advice from what it is. As I said, the best thing you could do, as I said from this video, I'm not saying take anything. Listen, I mean, if you guys got this far, I do appreciate it, guys. But as I said, you don't have to take this thing religiously. I don't want anyone and you guys to take all my advice religiously, because, as I said, it's good to question stuff. If you guys want to test my brain and pick my brain, drop down in the comments below. You put the opinions there. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? I just want you guys to have more of a different perspective. You guys just think, if you think of an open mind, you're thinking, you know what Romz is saying is something that I do want to do. Perfect. If you don't like it, if you disagree, that's completely fine. You just give me more views, and if you do, you know what I'm saying, like the video, just do something like that. That'd be the best way of doing it. But as I said, it's the best thing you do. Be misunderstood, and that's how you're going to level up as well, stuff like that. So I hope you guys did the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do like good stuff as well. As I said, any other videos you want me to do, drop me down in the comments below, DM me personally. And also, if you guys like me just walking around and shit like that, I might do this shit more often. Just walking around, holding my phone up with the camera just in my room, talking. So some knowledgeable, I can't knowledgeable stuff that just picks out my brain and shit like that. Because I do realize, you have to realize this as well, you're actually more creative than you think. I used to think I was never creative. I mean, I was never creative because, you know, when you do art and shit like that, I'm not a creative person. But when you deep it, man, your brain is actually a superpower, and once you actually use it to advantage, that could be another video I might be doing and shit like that as well. So yeah, that's it for me. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Peace.